Okay, so we can get some blood flow in the legs. I recommend jogging about 5 minutes minimum. I've already done 2 warm-up rotations of this. This is an actual working set, and it's gonna look like the leg press is pretty easy because it is. I'm using a light weight. The purpose of the leg press is really just to pre-exhaust my quads because this is a quad focus. That's the top front of your legs. I'm not really trying to go hard on the leg press because we're also gonna be doing a squat, and we're gonna be doing a lot of squatting. Now, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pre-exhaust the quads on the leg press. And then when we get to the leg extension, it's gonna be pretty difficult to get out my 10 reps. So now we're moving on to the leg extension. This is still a light weight. However, it's pretty difficult because I have pre-exhausted my quads. They're already tired. You'll also notice my first 2 reps are really just some filler reps, and then I go into peak contraction. A lot of people, I see them just lifting the weight and then dropping it. You want to squeeze at the top. Now, the leg extension gets a bad rap as being a bad exercise for your knees. However, there's a lot of bodybuilders that have been doing them for years and they're just fine. If you look up someone like Tom Platz or Lee Priest, some pro bodybuilders from back in the day, these guys are walking just fine, and these guys went insane on the leg extensions. So the issue with that is people just using a weight that is too heavy. You need to focus on peak contraction and time under tension. So this is my 6th set of 3 reps. I've increased the weight every time. I'm gonna throw on 2 more 45s for my final sets. And the thing is, you need to get a lot of blood in your quads, specifically in your glutes, that is your ass cheeks. You're gonna feel a lot stronger if you just do a lot of warm-up sets for squats. So this is my 5th set of 6 reps, and there's a lot going on here. You may notice that I'm not going all the way parallel. Now, if I was to bring my feet more forward on the lever squat, I can reach parallel. However, I don't want to go to parallel. This is a quad focused day. Going parallel or below parallel would take emphasis away from the top or front of my legs and switch it to my glutes and my hamstrings. And that is not the focus. I have a whole other lower body day for posterior chain or for the glutes and the hamstrings and lower back. This is specifically for the quads, so I do not need to go parallel. You will notice that I am not just dropping down in the squat, I am actually going down very slowly. This is gonna increase the difficulty of the exercise. Also, I am deloading at the bottom to minimize stress on the central nervous system. That's another video, I'll cover that later. And we are still squatting. We're doing 2 sets of 8, just some finisher reps with a lighter weight. I'm also going down a little quicker and also going up a little quicker. I am not deloading at the bottom. In other words, I am not going down and releasing tension on the legs by taking my shoulders away from the pads like I did with the heavier weight. Like I was saying, that limits central nervous system fatigue because to keep constant tension with the heavy weight, it's gonna limit my recovery time. I'm gonna need more time to recover. So for the heavier weights, I deload at the bottom. This is constant tension, down and up. We are now on the final exercise, the standing calf raise. You'll notice the piece of wood on the ground. Now, as I lean forward, the more I lean forward up against the pads, I can get more stretch on my calves. Another cool thing about this piece of wood is that as I go down, the wood kind of rotates with my toes so that there's not a sharp edge. A lot of you may have felt that sharp edge through your shoe. This allows the flat part of the piece of wood to stay in contact with my shoe as the wood rotates. Now, you may see a lot of people in the gym when they're doing this exercise, they go up and down, up and down, up and down real fast. You need to make sure you squeeze and hold at the top, and then you get a good stretch at the bottom and go back up. You do not need to be bouncing up and down. If you do the hold at the top, if you get a nice squeeze, you can actually use a lighter weight as well because it's going to be more difficult.